It is a brilliant, brilliant win for Manchester United. 3 points picked up at home at Old Trafford. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1. It's such a good performance, such a relieving performance. After all of the media pressure that the players and Erik ten Hag have received from not only the media but also the fans, especially after that lackluster, embarrassing, despicable display at St James's Park on Sunday. It was just a really, really, it was a really emphatic win. It's definitely our best performance of the season. We had some starters that were questioned if they were good enough to be starters really step up to the plate today and show that they are playing for this manager and that this guy is the one. I've got full faith in Erik ten Hag. It hasn't worked out this season. Injuries can't be the main excuse. But the team selection today was very, very good. I think guys like Kobbie Mainoo, that Eric's been criticised for not selecting. Eric he's transitioning Kobbie into first team football so well. He started one game last season against Charlton in one of the cups, and this season our fans are expecting him to play 3 games a week just because of 2 really good first-team performances. He's coming back from a really long injury. He's 18 years of age, and Eric is transitioning him in really well. I still cannot get over the selection of Scott McTominay week in, week out, until he decides to go and score a random brace or a goal or 2 every single other game. No, once or twice every 4 games. Like he did today. McTominay loves just popping up with a goal that keeps him in Eric's plans for the next few games. I wonder if we will get to the stage where Mainoo, Amrabat, Bruno is our midfield 3, because Scott scored a brace today, and I'm going to give him his full credit. That is our stronger midfield 3 as a football team if we're going to play football and not just rely on a midfielder getting inside of the box. If we want McTominay to play that inside the box role, play him as a backup number 10 for Bruno. I'm not even joking. Play him alongside Højlund, not in necessarily a striker partnership, but just in more of an advanced role. Because at the moment, Scott has no impact in the game on the ball. He is only there to score a goal once every 5 games. And I still don't think that's enough. We can get 3 points every now and then, but apart from that, we're literally just playing with 10 men on the pitch. But full credit to Scott today. Let's get into these player ratings. Andre Onana for me, it's going to be a 4. I'm sorry. I've given credit to Onana this season. I've criticised Onana this season. I'm very fair with Onana. He's got to save that goal. It's rolled along the ground. He's always so far off his line, and that save attempt was like what he was doing at the start of the season when he was diving over the ball. Dive sideways, Andre. Don't dive up. He's got to save that. He just simply has to. It should have been a clean sheet today. Diogo Dalot, probably a 6.5. Yep, dead on. I thought he was good. We're just so much more comfortable on the ball when we've got Dalot. It's like, for a game, midweek against Bayern Munich, or definitely next weekend against Liverpool away at Anfield, that's the sort of game where I'd be selecting Wan-Bissaka. A game where you need a man marker on a guy like Luis Diaz. I don't think Dalot's suited for those sorts of games, but in a game where we need to take control of the ball, we are better than Chelsea, especially at home. Take control of the ball, get down the wings, link up with the wingers. Him and Anthony's link up today was so good, and it was a really comfortable, calm, and composed display from our Portuguese right back. Harry Maguire, probably going to be a 6.5 again. Really solid at the back. Didn't really make any mistakes. Didn't make me feel nervous. I thought him and Lindelof were probably both at fault for that Chelsea goal. I really thought they both could have tried to close down the... Who was it? Cole Palmer a bit quicker. I thought it was both soft from both of them, but I still think apart from that, he had a really good game in terms of our build-up and everything else. He actually got an assist as well, I believe. Victor Lindelof has to be a 4. Probably the same as Onana, same rating as Onana, but he was very soft. He was partially at fault for the goal. Made no impact in the game defensively or in the build-up. For me, Reguilon has to be starting, and Shaw has to be starting at centre-back. Luke Shaw, probably a flat 6 for me today. First half, really good going forward. Second half, he started losing the ball for fun. I'm not sure what was up with Luke Shaw in that second half, but the first half was really, really good. And he was a vital part in our game today. It's just so good to have him back. I can't get over how good he is. Sofian Amrabat has to be our first 7. What a monstrous display from our Moroccan. I think there is an obligation to buy there, and I really hope there is, because he is the perfect deputy to Casemiro, or playing alongside Casemiro. Look, personally, I want Mainu playing alongside Casemiro, but he's 18 years old. We can't expect that much of him. Sofian Amrabat is the perfect profile for what we need as a squad, and in the starting 11 if required. He's such a perfect profile to play either a number 6 or a number 8. As a number 6, he is monstrous. Scott McTominay wasn't really helping him in holding the midfield today. He was getting more advanced in scoring those 2 goals. Amrabat held the midfield all by himself today and shoved Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo in his pocket. It was easy for Sofian. Monstrous display from our Moroccan. Scott McTominay, 7.5. I'm going to give him man of the match because we lose that game without him being there, or draw that game. He was the man that scored the goals. He was the man that got forward. His goal knack is on a different level. I just really don't think we should be playing him as number 8. He needs to be playing in a different role, because we play with 10 men most of the time with him in the team. We can't just rely on these couple goals every few games. But Super Scott has to get man of the match. Bruno, 7. Flat 7. Really good from Bruno today. I thought the penalty was shit. It's not often you get a 7 after missing a penalty that was really... It was a shitly taken penalty. Mid-height, soft, predictable, bottom left. He was always going to go bottom left. Terrible pen. Easily saved by Sanchez. But he was everywhere. Defensively, offensively, left wing, right wing, central midfield, defensive midfield, centre back, left back, right back, everywhere. He was doing everything. His pass accuracy was through the roof. The amount of touches he had on the ball. He dictated the play from top to bottom. Brilliant captain's display today from Bruno Fernandes. Anthony, 7. He's coming into his own. His last 3 or 4 performances for us, ever since those allegations have been dropped, he's put that behind him. And he has taken his game to another level. What a patch of form Anthony's putting together. Just so creative, linking up with the fullbacks. He looks like a team player. And that front 3, I've been saying it for a while, of Garnacho, Højlund and Anthony. We need to stick with that. Rashford isn't good enough. Martial isn't good enough. Stick with that front 3. Garnacho, 7. I thought Anthony was better than Garnacho today. I'm not going to lie. I thought Garnacho really needed to be a bit more clinical in the final third. But that assist into McTominay was absolutely brilliant. That right-footed curler to the back post was either going to find Højlund or McTominay, and it found McTominay. Brilliant display once again from our star boy. Rasmus, I'm going to give him a 6. Perfect rating, because it's not his fault he can't score. We can't serve him. I thought the one downfall of Garnacho today, apart from his creative flair and assist, was he can't serve the ball to Højlund. He keeps overhitting those crosses. Rasmus's Prem goals will come. Hopefully he scores this weekend against Bournemouth, and hopefully he scores midweek against Bayern, and I imagine he scores against at Anfield next weekend. But we just got to keep playing Rasmus, because the goals will come. He is doing nothing wrong. Reguilon, 7. What a performance off the bench. He has to be starting for us. He is just so good going forward, solid defensively. Brilliant from Reguilon. Our back 4 should be Reguilon, Shaw, Maguire/Varane, Dalot. That's our back 4. When we need to go away at Anfield, you play Wan-Bissaka instead of Dalot. And even when you're going away at Anfield, I would play Varane over Maguire. That's just me. Varane needs to be getting some game time, by the way. I know he was injured today, but come on, we've got to be getting in some game time. We can't keep playing Lindelof. We just got to play Shaw at left back and start Reguilon. That's the solution. Rashford's 6. I barely saw him, but yeah. And Johnny, to be honest, I had no idea Johnny Evans was back in the squad. To be honest, Eric, 7. We get the win. Good team selection. Subs were fine. Didn't bring players on for the sake of it. Yeah, solid from Eric. Tactical masterclass. I think his instruction to the players was genuinely just pass, find the gap, get to the wings, link up with the fullbacks, and we'll be fine. Serve the central players. And we tried to serve Rasmus. We didn't in the end. McTominay was the man that we served, and we got the goals. Great display. Great tactical display. Eric, 7 out of 10. Let's keep it rolling. I back this manager 100%. Submit my vote. Man of the match goes to Scott McTominay, 51% of the vote. let's take a look at the Player of the Year votes for the UCATT FC Player of the Year. Scott McTominay gets the 5. It was actually a really close call on the 5 and 4. I ended up giving the 5 to McTominay, and 4 goes to Sofiane Amrabat. What a display from our Moroccan. Anthony gets 3, Garnacho gets 2, and Bruno Fernandes gets 1, which means on the leaderboard, it is a tie in first. Bruno Fernandes has tied his Portuguese international teammate Diogo Dalot on 31 votes. Andre Onana sits in 3rd on 28, Harry Maguire in 4th on 26, and Casemiro still in 5th on 21. Casemiro comes back to United in January. Will he still be 5th? I think Garnacho and Højlund are both sitting about 3 votes behind him, so it'll be interesting to see if he holds on to that 5th place position. But yeah, funny how he still is in the top 5 after all the games he's missed. Okay, it is Bournemouth on the weekend, Bayern Munich midweek, Liverpool on the weekend, and then West Ham just before Christmas. It's a tough round of fixtures. I think it's also Aston Villa just after Christmas, who are 3rd in the Prem, just beat Man City, so wow, it's tough. It's a really tough few weeks. This is hopefully a Kickstarter. This is a really good 3 points against a Chelsea side that doesn't like to defend, but still a Chelsea side that is hard to beat. I'll see you all next time. Up you Reds. Cheers.